Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll, revolutionized music and influenced generations. Born in Tupelo, Mississippi, his journey is one of talent and transformation. From humble beginnings to global icon, Elvis reshaped the music industry forever. Over the next chapters, we'll explore his life, his unique sound, and the indelible mark he left on culture. This is the story of a man who turned the world onto rock and roll. Get ready to dive into the life and legacy of Elvis Presley, a legend whose impact echoes through time. Let's begin by understanding how monumental his influence truly was. Born in the humble town of Tupelo, Mississippi, Elvis Aaron Presley began his journey on January 8, 1935. His early years were shaped by a close-knit family that cherished music. Growing up in a modest household with his parents Vernon and Gladys, the sounds of gospel, blues, and country music echoed through his childhood. These rich influences would later define his trailblazing career. From the local church to the lively streets of Memphis, young Elvis soaked in the vibrant musical scene around him. His love for singing was obvious from an early age, and he often performed at school and community events. Yet it was the deep connections with his family and his exposure to diverse musical genres that laid the foundation for his unique sound. Vernon's hard-working nature, Gladys's unwavering support, and the cultural melting pot of the South provided Elvis with a treasure trove of experiences and inspirations. As we delve deeper into his roots, we uncover the essence of a boy who would grow up to become a legend. These early influences were the bedrock upon which he built his unprecedented musical journey. In 1954, a young musician named Elvis Presley walked into the Sun Records studio in Memphis. What happened next would change the face of music forever. Sam Phillips, the owner of Sun Records, recognized something unique in Elvis's voice, a blend of blues and country that was unlike anything heard before. They recorded That's All Right, a song that showcased Elvis's raw talent and distinctive style. When the song hit the airwaves, it captivated listeners, sparking a new era in music. Elvis's voice, with its rich emotional depth, resonated with the youth of America. He brought a fresh, rebellious energy that challenged the mainstream. That's All Right wasn't just a song, it was a statement, marking the dawn of a cultural shift. Fans quickly took notice, and Elvis began to receive attention far beyond Memphis. The once quiet Mississippi boy was now poised to become a household name, setting the stage for his meteoric rise to fame. By the mid-1950s, Elvis Presley's career was taking flight. His electrifying performances on national television, like the iconic Ed Sullivan Show, catapulted him to stardom. His dynamic stage presence and charisma captivated millions of viewers, many becoming instant fans. As he embarked on his first major tours, the crowds grew larger, and Elvis mania began to sweep the nation. Each performance, more exhilarating than the last, helped build a growing fan base that extended far beyond his hometown of Tupelo. These national appearances and tours were crucial milestones in Elvis's rapid ascent to fame. His ability to connect with audiences, both on screen and on stage, turned him into a household name almost overnight. As we transition to the next chapter, we'll explore how his burgeoning stardom began to influence not just music, but fashion, culture, and an entire generation. Elvis Presley's influence on 1950s culture was nothing short of revolutionary. His style and music not only resonated with the youth, but also shaped an entire generation. During a time of conformity, Elvis's wardrobe choices, from iconic leather jackets to flashy stage outfits, challenged traditional norms and redefined fashion. But it wasn't just his look that left a mark. Elvis's music broke racial barriers and brought diverse genres together, bridging gaps in a segregated society. For many young people, he was a symbol of freedom and rebellion, embodying the spirit of rock and roll. He gave a voice to the restless energy of the post-war generation, inspiring countless artists to find their own paths. As we explore further, it becomes clear how Elvis's impact went beyond music, permeating various facets of culture and society. In 1958, Elvis was drafted into the Army, pausing his meteoric rise. This unexpected turn altered the course of his career and left his fans reeling. During his service, Elvis faced the challenges of military life, away from the spotlight. Public reaction was a mix of concern and admiration, as many wondered if the king of rock and roll would ever return to his throne. This period of absence didn't just test his resilience, it also set the stage for a comeback that would redefine his legacy. After his military service, Elvis emerged with a renewed passion for music that resonated deeply with fans old and new. His comeback performances were electrifying, each appearance reaffirming his title as the King of Rock and Roll. But it wasn't just about the return, it was about reinvention. Elvis embraced a new musical direction, blending his classic rock roots with contemporary sounds, pushing the boundaries of his artistry. This evolution brought a freshness to his music that captivated audiences and critics alike. Songs like Suspicious Minds and In the Ghetto demonstrated not just a return, but a rebirth. As Elvis's creativity flourished, so did his popularity, soaring to heights he hadn't experienced before. From intimate studio sessions to grand stage performances, Elvis's resurgence marked a triumphant chapter in his legendary career. As we continue our journey, we'll explore how his ventures into Hollywood intertwined with his musical genius. Elvis Presley's journey into Hollywood began in the late 1950s, marking a significant chapter in his multifaceted career. He starred in a remarkable 31 feature films, starting with Love Me Tender, blending his magnetic stage presence with Hollywood glamour. His filmography ranged from musical comedies like Blue Hawaii to dramatic roles in King Creole, showcasing his versatility as an entertainer. Though critics often panned his films, Elvis's ventures into Hollywood had a profound impact on his music career. His soundtracks regularly topped the charts, reinforcing his dual status as a film actor and a rock and roll icon. Songs like Can't Help Falling in Love from Blue Hawaii became timeless hits, intertwined with his cinematic identity. The critical reception of his movies was mixed, often seen as formulaic and lacking substance. However, they proved immensely popular with audiences, drawing millions to theaters and expanding his fan base worldwide. The films served as a vehicle for his music, embedding him deeper into the cultural fabric of the era. Despite the immense adoration and success, Elvis Presley faced a myriad of personal struggles behind the scenes. His health, under constant strain, presented numerous challenges, marked by bouts of illness and the toll of relentless touring. These health issues were often intensified by his demanding lifestyle and the pressure to perform consistently at peak levels. On a more personal front, his relationships bore the brunt of his fame. The very celebrity that brought him acclaim also erected barriers between him and those closest to him. Relationships with family members and close friends became strained under the weight of his public persona. Moreover, fame itself was a double-edged sword for Elvis. The adulation of millions came with the isolating burden of constant scrutiny. Coupled with invasive media attention and a relentless public eye, his struggles with fame often left him feeling vulnerable and alone. These intimate insights reveal a man contending not just with his own demons, but with a life lived perpetually in the spotlight. Elvis's Las Vegas residency marked a pivotal chapter in his storied career. Starting in 1969, his performances at the International Hotel, later known as the Las Vegas Hilton, became the stuff of legend. Night after night, Elvis commanded the stage with an electrifying presence that left audiences in awe. These performances didn't just entertain, they redefined live shows and solidified Las Vegas as a premier entertainment hub. The residency allowed Elvis to connect with his fans on a more intimate level, drawing in attendees from around the globe who yearned to witness the king in his element. His shows were a spectacle of grandeur, blending his powerful voice with elaborate stagecraft and dazzling costumes. This period revitalized his career, proving that Elvis was not just a fleeting sensation, but an enduring icon. Elvis Presley was never one to rest on his laurels. Over the years, his musical style evolved, reflecting his restless creativity and desire to push boundaries. From rock and roll to gospel, from country to blues, Elvis's ability to adapt and experiment with various genres made him a versatile artist who continually surprised and delighted his fans. His collaborations with other musicians and producers brought fresh perspectives, breathing new life into his music. As trends shifted and new sounds emerged, Elvis wasn't just following the tide, he was shaping it. His willingness to explore and innovate opened doors for future artists, proving that adaptability is key to lasting success in the music industry. Elvis's legacy continues to reverberate through the generations, influencing countless artists and shaping modern music. Elvis Presley's influence on the music world is undeniable. His innovative sound and dynamic performances have inspired countless artists, from the Beatles to Michael Jackson, even shaping the music of contemporary stars like Bruno Mars and Beyoncé. Elvis not only transformed rock and roll, but also left an indelible mark on various music genres, including blues, country, and gospel. Generations of musicians continue to draw inspiration from his electrifying presence and groundbreaking style. Beyond music, Elvis's impact on culture is profound. He was a true pioneer who dared to express his individuality, influencing fashion trends and breaking racial barriers through his inclusive musical choices. He became a symbol of rebellion and freedom during a transformative period in American history. His popularity endures, as evident in how his music is still celebrated globally, over 4 decades after his passing. Elvis impersonators perform in every corner of the world, while his records continue to sell millions. From the glittering stages of Las Vegas to the humble roots in Tupelo, Mississippi, Elvis's legacy lives on in the hearts and minds of fans and artists alike. As the curtain began to close on his astonishing career, Elvis faced significant health issues that would define his final years. Yet, despite the physical toll, he continued to deliver performances that moved his audiences deeply. These poignant moments on stage reflected both his resilience and the undeniable bond with his fans. His final years were a testament to his enduring spirit and the legacy he built through music and perseverance. In 1977, the world was shocked by the death of Elvis Presley. Fans around the globe mourned the passing of the king of rock and roll, plunging entire communities into a state of grief. The media's coverage was relentless, echoing the profound sense of loss felt by millions. His death marked an end to an era, but also solidified his timeless legacy. This moment of profound sorrow transformed into a lasting tribute, forever etching Elvis Presley into the annals of history. As we wrap up our journey through the life of Elvis Presley, one thing is abundantly clear: his impact on music and culture is unparalleled. Elvis was not just a musician, he was a phenomenon that reshaped an entire generation's sound, style, and spirit. Reflecting on his legacy, it's evident that Elvis broke barriers and brought people together through his unique blend of rock and roll, rhythm and blues, and country. He inspired countless musicians and left an indelible mark on popular culture. His charisma, talent, and relentless innovation set the stage for the future of music. Even after his passing, Elvis continues to influence and resonate with new generations of fans around the world. His music remains timeless, his performances still electrifying, and his story a testament to the power of extraordinary talent paired with groundbreaking vision. Thank you for joining us in celebrating the life and legend of Elvis Presley. The king may have left the building, but his influence and spirit live on, forever etched in the annals of music history.